pictures. Memory means stories through images, and images are always well understood than spoken words. Art education fosters empathy and creative expression, self-identification, self-realization, and how we can become better human beings does is preserving memories, and memories are always stories. What these art forms are doing is storytelling through different systems of practices. I am connected with two museums. One is Photo Muse, the Museum of Photography, and the other is Art Museum of Love, which is dealing with artful expressions of love through visual art like painting, photography, sculpture, fabrics, and motion picture. Art education has a vital role, as you know, in not just storytelling, but in our health systems also. That's why, being a doctor, I adopted these practices also. As World Health Organization defines health, it is a total state of well-being, not just physically, but mentally, socially, and emotionally. So, art education fosters empathy and creative expression, self-identification, self-realization, and how we can become better human beings over a time, which is more important than being educated. I think so, at least. So that's why I got attracted to medicine as well as art practices, especially photography and visual arts. As you all know, photography is one of the best mediums or the universal medium for telling stories from our life. It restores our memory, or it keeps our memory through pictures. Memory means stories through images, and images are always well understood than spoken words. So, and then comes the painted world or the drawn world, in which we draw images of people or nature or animals or whatever, and everything that imagery, what that imagery does is telling stories to the viewer, maybe directly or indirectly, or through symbols or through indirect indicators. So basically, visual arts, including photography, painting, drama, theater or dance or whatever the visual media is, basically what these art forms are doing is storytelling through different systems of practices. So in this world, maybe as you call AI native world, these systems has got a very significant role. That is what I believe, because it as I told you before, it encourages understanding a human being as a human being, not just a case of experiences. More than that, as a body of experiences. We doctors has a problem that we always see a human being as cases. A person with something wrong. Something is wrong with him, or something is wrong with her. And what is that problem with her? But these art practices help medical practitioners and other professionals to understand him or her as a human being. That is the most important aspect of being an artist, at the same time being a doctor or whatever profession which you are into. So art basically teaches you empathy, the humaneness, the understanding, cross-cultural understanding, I would say. So all these practices, all this understanding help you to become a better human being. And that enables you to tell stories in a more refined way. So that is one thing. Basically, these forms convert us into better human beings. And museums also does the same thing. What museums does is preserving memories, and memories are always stories. And these memories help us connect with other people, connect with the society, connect with the nature, and transfer our emotions and understanding to other people. So just being repositories of old or damaged objects, museums are being converted into experiential spaces in which we are in a better position to understand our position as a human being, or transfer our experiences into stories or as stories and things like that.